In this video, we'll have a look at how to create an estimate in Rhino. First thing we need to do is click on Estimates. To add a new estimate, I just click on Add. I select the customer. If you've got thousands of customers, you can actually type in something here before you click on the search. But in my case, I don't have too many, so I'll select Brian Smith. We've designed it so that the estimating feature can be as simple or as sophisticated, depending on your requirements. So if you've got a really simple requirement, we could just simply type in paint your house, and then we type in the value of the estimate. If you don't have the VAT feature enabled, this simply won't appear on the screen. The system automatically pulls through the default terms and conditions and also the notes, but you do have the opportunity to edit them and make it specific to this particular estimate. As with any estimating system, it's always got a forecast date. That simply helps you to manage when you expect the customer to make a decision, and it also helps you to archive any estimates if you pass this date. It also has this life cycle feature. If you've got a high volume of estimates, you might want to organize them or filter them by maybe initial inquiry. Maybe when you've spoken to the customer, you know it's a real opportunity. And then once you've issued the quote, you might want to be able to flag that as something that you want to chase up later. If I want to view that estimate, I just click on View PDF and it automatically puts it into a PDF. So I can now print it out, I can download it, I can do different things. You can then do other things. For example, you can create and send the estimate, and this will automatically email the estimate to your customer. It will provide the opportunity to tailor the email before you send it. Let's say the customer came back and said, I like it, but what I'd now like to do is have a more detailed breakdown of the estimate. So I can click on detailed line items and I can add individual line items. So let's say I want to spend some time cleaning and preparing the surfaces, and I'm going to spend, say, £500 doing that. Click Save, click Add, and then I apply an undercoat, and then I apply 2 finishing coats. And finally, I'm now going to add in some materials, and I'm going to budget £150 for that. Click Save. Once I'm finished doing this, I simply click on Done. You can now see the total appears here, and the total is comprised of 4 line items, and you can always go in and edit those. If I now view the PDF document, you can see a more detailed quote, and then I just click on Cancel. So that's how you create an estimate. Very simple. And if you want to edit an estimate at any point in time, you simply click on it, click on Edit, and just update the information, remembering to save it again. So a couple of tips. If you've got an estimate already and you want to create a similar estimate for someone else, you can simply click on the copy button. So you can now change the customer name, update the details, click Save, and it simply creates a copy based on a current estimate. If I go to a contact and I look at Brian Smith, I can now see that all of the information that relates to Brian Smith is displayed along the bottom. So this is another way to access an estimate. So if I click on here, there you go. I can now see, so if I had lots of estimates in the system, this is a very convenient way to be able to zoom in and see exactly what I've done for Brian. If I'm viewing a customer, I can click on estimates down at the bottom, and if I click on add, it automatically inserts the customer name. So now all I have to do is type in the estimate and the value. So that covers creating estimates. The next thing we'll look at is the whole concept of creating a template, which is really powerful. And if you do a lot of repetitive work, it'll really help you to speed up the process.